Good morning. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. Stay weather alert because we're talking about major severe weather to break out across the entire region over the next 24 hours. And that does include us here in East Tennessee. A powerful storm system is going to be racing its way into the area. That's going to bring in damaging wind, large hail, isolated tornadoes, and flooding and flash flooding. So if you've been with me for the last couple of days, I've been talking about the different categories and levels. I've cranked every category up to the high category. So we're talking easily winds over 60 miles per hour. Tornadoes are, at this point of the game, are looking likely for some of us. Large hail, possibly upwards of ping pong to golf ball size hail, and a high potential for some localized flooding and flash flooding. We've got incredible amounts of moisture in the atmosphere to work with. So here's what I know you want to know. So let's walk you through our Futurecast model, picking up our timeline this morning. So we've got 2 rounds basically heading our way. So that's going to see how this all propagates and plays out over the day. But basically between about 10 to noon, we could start to see some showers and thunderstorms that could produce some severe weather. From 10 to noon, it's going to continue to hang out across parts of the Tennessee Valley. From noon to 2, 3 o'clock today, we're going to continue to see that threat for showers, thunderstorms, and severe weather. So as the kids head home from school, something to keep in mind. If you have kids that are going to be home without you there, make sure they understand what to do, where to go in your house, how to receive weather information. It is super important on a day like today. Then we go into round number 2. So as we get into the evening hours, we may get a little bit of a break, but here comes round number 2. It's going to blast its way out of the north and northwest. And as it does so, it's going to race its way to the south and southeast. This line right here is going to cause flash flooding, damaging winds, large hail, torrential downpours, and isolated tornadoes even as we head through the overnight hours. There's 4 o'clock in the morning. Again, we're going to continue to refine this and modify as we head through the day today, but all modes of severe weather are on the table. As we get into our Thursday, we'll start to see improving weather conditions, and it is, by the way, going to be cooler as we get into the upcoming weekend. So let's talk about the different categories, the different threats. We highlighted the threats at the very beginning, but from the Storm Prediction Center today through tomorrow, they once again have expanded the level 3 risk to include all of East Tennessee except the Southern Valley. But don't be concerned about where you live based on the orange and the yellow or the level 3 versus the level 2. That's not the point. The point is that we have severe weather that's going to break out. Tornado risk, yeah, super elevated. 10% probability in the area shaded in yellow, 5% in the area shaded in brown. What does that mean? That just means elevated tornado chances. And then you break that down even more, and we have even a significant tornado risk from the Cumberland Plateau to the Northern Valley, along west and north of Interstate 40 and west of Interstate 75 is going to be the greatest risk, but the risk extends all over East Tennessee. Now, your hail outlook. We're talking significant hail, so hail upwards of at least 1 inch in diameter, if not greater than that. That's going to spread across all of East Tennessee, and significant hail possible. We're talking, again, as I mentioned, ping pong to golf ball size hail is all on the table here throughout the day today. And of course, with this kind of a storm system moving on through, the wind threat is definitely going to be there. Now, we talk tornadoes. Let's talk for a second because the National Weather Service was talking about in their discussion this morning. It is not off the table for an EF1 to an EF2 tornado. So when you look at that, we're talking winds anywhere from 86 miles per hour to 110 for an EF1 to 111, 135 mile per hour winds. So when you look at the damage, an EF2 roofs are torn off, mobile homes are destroyed, trees are snapped in half. So these are the kind of impacts that we can anticipate to maybe happen throughout the day today. So the watch versus the warning. All right, so we've already got a flood watch. I'll talk more about that coming up here in just a moment. But if we get a severe thunderstorm watch or a tornado watch, remember that's issued and it lasts for several hours. The coverage area is portions of states. It's a bigger duration. We'll get advance notice, hours of advance notice. So that's the time that you need to start having a plan. But I would say this, even though we don't have a tornado watch in place right now, have a plan. Have a plan to know exactly where you're going to go, whether that be in the office building, whether it be in your home. Make sure you stay off the roads during these times. And again, download the East Tennessee Weather app because you're going to get push notifications for live severe weather coverage. I will keep you posted on how this all plays out throughout the day today. When a warning's issued, yeah, it only lasts 20 minutes to an hour, but you only have minutes. You definitely need to take action, whether it be severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warnings or flash flood warnings. So when we're talking about tornado shelter safety areas, listen, we talk about it all the time, especially during severe weather. Unsafe locations, mobile or manufactured homes, large open rooms, vehicles underneath the overpass. People think that's a safe place to be. It actually is not. The wind is a tunnel effect and goes faster under the overpasses. So please find another option. More safe places? Well, interior rooms, a well-constructed home or building. Stay in place. Start charging your stuff. Get ready. The most safe is going to be a basement, tornado shelter, and again, you just need to watch on your cell phone or your tablet. So what would you take with you? Well, here's your equipment checklist. You know, you're talking pillows and blankets, batteries and cell phones, first aid kits, flashlights, some non-perishable food, helmets, of course, right? Water, and a NOAA weather radio, not to mention the East Tennessee Weather app, because I will be broadcasting live with the app through the day today and overnight tonight. You can get that on easttnweather.com, on the app, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, all social media, and we will be broadcasting live on all those platforms throughout the day and through the overnight hours. Now, we are talking about a lot of rain. There are areas that could see anywhere from 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 inches of rain if you get the storms to go over the same location multiple times. Maybe a little bit less further to our south, but I wouldn't concentrate on these numbers specifically. Just know that we are talking about that flooding and flash flooding potential, and that's why the National Weather Service has issued a flood watch. So the flood risk, this is from the Weather Prediction Center. They have now upgraded us to a moderate category for flash flooding along 75 and 40 west of downtown Knoxville, but including all of East Tennessee. So the flood watch goes from 8 o'clock from now through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning for all of East Tennessee. And this doesn't stop here. So listen, if you have travel plans, you have friends and family around the region, there's a lot of folks from all over the country that live here in East Tennessee, and there's the risk. The bullseye from Nashville all the way back into southern Missouri. So we get a lot of friends and family in Nashville, right? Make sure you call them, let them know what's going on. Tell them that they need to stay on top of the weather situation throughout the day. Cold front slides off to our east-southeast, takes the severe weather with it, and then it diminishes as we wrap up the week and head into the upcoming weekend. So let's recap this one more time. Big picture pattern, area of low pressure, a strong low pressure system, a big jet stream moving its way into the area. So this is the storm that is going to be affecting us over the next 24 hours. It is going to be a doozy, my friends, and one of the strongest ones we've seen in quite some time. And then as we look ahead into the weekend, some relief is on the way. Cooler, more comfortable, drier air works its way back into the area, and not too terribly cold when we're talking morning low temperatures. So again, I cannot stress enough. Please have a way to receive weather information on a day like today, on a night like tonight. Make sure you charge all of your cell phones and tablets and have that NOAA weather radio. I've got the interactive radar with the East Tennessee Weather app, so you can track the storms with us through the day as you kind of plan how you're going to go about the rest of your day. And when we broadcast live for severe weather coverage, I will send you a push notification. So go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, search EastTN Weather, all one word. Go to Roku TV, Amazon Fire. Have those in the background of your house as we head through the afternoon and evening hours. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please check out Mike Witcher TV Facebook page along with the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. You will get all the information that you need to know to stay on top of this situation throughout the day today. We'll see you back here soon.